conversations you're having with the Biden administration, the secretary? Are they open to the proposals that you're putting before them? What would it look like if somebody, how long does it take to grant Pakistan TPS status? What does that process look like?
So that process looks like a letter has been circulated among the members of Congress. That letter will be going to Secretary Mayorkas seeking the designation of temporary protected status known as TPS for the people of Pakistan who are current Pakistani nationals who are currently here in the U.S. and should not be returning to such catastrophic conditions. We expect a response from the Secretary in short order. This is something that he can designate under his own authority. And so we will continue to press. We will make sure he's in receipt. And hopefully within the next couple of weeks, when we return to Washington, we will have the answer, if not before. We know that the Biden administration has already stepped up with a $30 million effort through USAID. As you've heard from me and many others standing here, that is a drop in the bucket for what is going to be needed in terms of aid to stand up a robust recovery effort. To make sure that we undergird people who are struggling, who are suffering right now as we stand here during this press conference. We need to make sure that we get as much humanitarian aid flowing and getting to the people who are in remote locations, some who are separated from others by huge bodies of water. There's a major effort that has to be underway. We can accelerate that through the dollars that we send. We are calling upon the Biden administration to step up with much more in terms of aid to Pakistan.
Congresswoman, is there any aid?
Have you given the Biden administration a specific number?
We're looking at somewhere closer to $130 million. But those conversations are ongoing. We're in recess from Washington at the moment. Our hope is to be able to connect and make sure that we can get that commitment.
Congresswoman, is there any other except federal level 30 million? Since you are expecting or you think you can, did you receive any donation from New York City level or state level?
We have to coordinate. This is 1 week, and I'm sure that a word has gotten to our governor. I know that our mayor is on top of it. He's got a number of distinguished Pakistanis in his administration. So the hope is that we will be able to. Okay. The hope is that we can continue. Yeah.
No, it's all right.
No, they can still get that. It's not amplification. They put the press box.
Okay. Yeah. The hope is that it's an all hands on deck approach. We will. Thank you so much. It's an all hands on deck approach, and we will make sure that we are in communication at the state and the municipal level.
Ma'am, U.S. has said many countries, third world countries, TPS status. How long it takes the TPS status, and do you need anything from the Pakistani government?
We need for the Pakistani government to request temporary protected status. That's all that's required. And I'm sure that our Consul General, Aisha Ali, will be able to get that transmitted to the Biden administration. We have already begun the process on our end, and that's all that's required. It's only a matter of days once that communication is received by the United States government to establish temporary protected status. And let me just close by saying that, yes, we are the wealthiest nation in the world, and that's why it's important that we take the lead on this. But I'm also working with my colleagues who are on the Foreign Affairs Committee. We know that the UN will be assembling here in New York very shortly. We want to make sure that there is a global approach. This is a massive scale, catastrophic occurrence, humanitarian crisis in Pakistan. And I think that the U.S. taking the lead will also be a catalyst for other nations, European Union, and others to join us in this effort. Having said that, everyone, thank you so much for joining us. We want to thank our borough president once again for providing the space for us to have this conversation, and we will close. And thank you, everyone, for coming.